Okay, hi, this is Colleen from Stitching with the Sisterlies, and I was going to show you how I will be adding, I have to add width to an already quilted quilt, and I'm going to show you how I do that. So I have my pieces all put together. I have the part that's already quilted, the front and the back, and then I have the backing fabric facing, pretty fabric facing back to back, and the top fabric facing each other. And now I've got my walking foot on, and I am gonna stitch at 3. My stitch length is at 3.0 because I'm going through lots of fabric here. So we're going to line it up. And we're going to start stitching using at 1/4 of an inch. And we're going to do that all the way down. So I'm just attaching my width to the already quilted quilt. And when we come back, let me get this done. And when we come back, I will show you how I attach the batting to the part I added on, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I have my extension pieces, the front and the back, that's not quilted, all sewn on, and as you can see, it's all nice and smooth, and it's on the side of the quilt. And now I'm going to show you how to add batting to this. So you make sure it's all flat, everything's flat, and you take your batting and you put, and this is a heavy quilt, it's king size. You put it flush up against each other like this, like so. I'm using on my Bernina, I'm using a 40C. And my object is, I am using the 4 running stitch, which is like a zigzag. And my goal is to keep, I have a line in my foot, and I want to keep that right in the middle. I'm going to butt these two against each other and keep that right in the middle. So let's see what happens. So now it's, hold on, my thread, my machine came unthreaded. So anyway, so I'm going to make sure this line right here is right in the middle, and I'm going to, that's my whole job, keep this flush together and keep that in the middle. And as you can see, it's going a little to the left, a little to the right, and it's connecting it. And this isn't like under it or over it, it's just flush up against it. And I am using a 2.5 stitch length, and 5.0 is my width, and that's what I'm using on this, and a 40C, and stitch 4 on the Bernina, which is a running zigzag stitch. And so I'm going to keep going, and we'll show you what happens when we get to the end. Okay, so I stitched all of the batting. I connected it all together using that running zigzag stitch. And now we're going to roll this over and make sure it's all lays nice and flat, and it does. Here's the quilted side. Here's the side I still have to quilt. Let's move the back over. And it too is all nice and flat. So let's see. So it lays flat as a pancake. And now all I have to do is go over there and iron it, and all the way down you can't even tell it was added. And all the way down is the same. Let me show you the back. If I can maneuver this big old quilt. Whoops, sorry. So the back is also nice and flat. You can see the seam right there, but it's all flat. There's nothing popping up or bulking up. It's just as if once I quilt this side, it will be like nothing ever happened. And I have to trim some strings. So that's how you do it. And I hope that helped. If you have any questions, just let me know. So you can add width, you could add length. Again, the first thing I did was I took the top piece, pretty sides together. Bottom piece, pretty sides together. The backing. I stitched 1/4 inch all the way down. Using my walking foot, stitch length was 3.0. Just stitch it all the way down. After I finished that, I butted these two up, the batting and the front and back of the quilt together. I used my 40C foot, which is just it has a wider width for my needle to go. I set my stitch width at 250. Stitch length at 250, stitch width at 5, and that was able to connect all this together smoothly without puckering using the number 4 running stitch. All machines have some kind of zigzag or running stitch, and put it all together, and that's what we got. So again, any questions? Write them in the comments below. Bye.